Welcome. We are back. Pretty good day in the market. Nice bounce after what was an interesting week last week. Remember, the worst week since October. I was warning about that potentially happening for a long time. And last week you saw some major selling on the indexes, a lot of rotation, the whole entire deal with Wall Street Bets, GameStop, AMC, Dogecoin, everything. And today you kind of just saw really just what the market was looking like. Let me put down my mic a little bit. You really just saw like some familiarity in what the market felt like for the past 2 or 3 months. Just big index moves. Futures are currently up a decent amount, right? That's the easiest way to put it. Futures are doing well. But we're looking at the trades right now. And as you can see very clearly, none of the trades are down. Took any of these ongoing trades or the 3 trades that hit their targets, you would have made profit. Or for these 3 trades, you would be even. For Fisker, you'd be even. Litecoin, you'd be up just a little bit, like 0.5%. And then Bitcoin, you'd also just be up a little bit. But yeah, XL was a great one today. It was up 10% at one point. And when it was up 10%, I said in the Discord, there could probably be a pullback here. And you got a 4 or 5% pullback. Went up another 2% after hours. So this trade's honestly up like 7% right now because of the after hours move. And then yeah, XP had a good day. VRM, that one's like a 2-week-old trade and it's still ongoing. It got close to the target like 2 times, but just couldn't get to it. Now it's literally $1.50 away from the target. So VRM's also back up. XP, this one is up 16%. So trades are looking great to start off the week. Hopefully we can continue onwards. We're gonna hopefully find some new trades during the stream. Hoping to stream for a longer time tonight. I know I had a very quick stream last night, but the video with Keemstar was awesome. Hope you all saw that. And then shout out again to Keemstar for having me on for the first ever video on his new channel. That was a huge opportunity. A lot of new followers on Twitter, a lot of new subscribers. Just thank you very much for that. And for the new people, this is a free trading movement. I put out all the trades for free. I teach people how to trade. There's a free course, the weekly trade sheet, my trade setups, the whole entire Discord community. We had like 200 people join the last 5 days. Everything's just awesome right now. Thank you all for the support. Seriously. And I know a lot of people were in on this XL trade today. I had no clue that it would go like 9-10% in like the first hour of the trade. Like I literally posted the trade as a swing trade, and then in the first hour of the trade it just went up 10%. So it was like awesome. Very similar to SDC last week. For those of you who weren't around last week, we had this SDC trade which was a 17% trade in 3 hours. It kind of felt like that today. It wasn't, the 17%, but it was a very nice move. And then it did pull back just a few percent, still around $20.80. But yeah, that's the recap of the day. The big trade over the weekend was Dogecoin. I basically put out a trade on Doge where you could have doubled your money in a day. The entry was like 2.3 cents, and then the target was 4.5 cents. It hit the target. It even went a little bit higher, went up to 5 cents. So great trade there as well. Oh my gosh, let's go Nerve. The amount of support has been crazy with the FTM hoodie. Nerve says, man oh man, champion vibe in the FTM, keeping us going even in rough times, Mr. Charts. You keep on saying that. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for getting the hoodie. How many pieces of merch do you have now? Let's go. Awesome way to start off the stream. Let me fix the music real quick. Let's get some vibes in the chat for Nerve with all the support that has been shown from you. Thank you very much. Enjoy the hoodie. I'm wearing that same exact hoodie right now, I believe. I think you got the gray one. Literally wearing that right now. But yeah, hit that like button. Let's get to 30 likes real quick. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to buy some merchandise, right? The free trading movement merchandise, if you want to get any of it, that is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. You can also send a tip if you want to, but again, everything's for free. That's only if you feel like it. Let's get on over to the charts. We have a lot to talk about tonight. I really want to put in the work tonight on the charts. I feel like the last few streams, it's just been a lot of talking, like education and stuff like that. But tonight I really want to be focused on the charts, try and get some more killer trades for everybody here. Have a good time, go over some tickers in the chat. And yeah, awesome trades to start off the week. Hopefully they continue on. Let's go find some more trades. Let's check out the charts. Let's head on over to the other screen. All right, here we go. So we're looking at futures. They're up. They started off a little bit down, but now they're up. Very similar to last night. Last night futures were getting crushed, and then they recovered throughout the night, and then you had a great day in the market. So futures are up again. Just watch them overnight. The main thing that everything looks fine on the indexes. It looks a lot better than last week. You're trying to get back into the channel. Even on the S&P 500, you got back in the channel. Maybe some hidden bullish divergence. Finally, the indexes are looking better after the move today. You needed that, like you really needed that. If you had a bad day today, that could have confirmed a short-term bear trend. I think you kind of canceled out a short-term bear trend as long as you stay in this upsloping channel. Remember, I've predicted like 7 moves in a row on the market just using this channel. So for the people who've been around for the last few weeks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how many times I called the market, literally even last week. Even like intraday moves, stuff like that. It's just really easy to see what the market's going to do using the S&P 500 technicals. That's just something I found out in the recent months. But yeah, that's just like my thoughts on the market. The one thing that is a little bit concerning for both the stock market and for crypto is the DXY. It is very close to a breakout of this inverse head and shoulders and a long-term falling wedge. And what this is the dollar index, right? Typically, if the dollar goes up, that's when stocks and cryptos go down. Which was kind of weird because it did go up today, but stocks and crypto had a pretty decent day. So you just want the dollar to go sideways, I guess. And it is pulling back a little bit right now, so just keep that in mind. And then Bitcoin, I like Bitcoin right now. This is one of the things that I brought up in the video with Keemstar, and I put out a trade on Bitcoin. I don't do that too often because of the prices it's at. I mean, I did put out a trade when Bitcoin was $10,000, but I had like 400 followers back then. So not a lot of you remember the $11,000 trade I put out on Bitcoin. It's obviously gone up a lot since then, and I haven't posted it too much just because it's at a much higher price than it was 6 months ago, right? I'm usually a reversal swing trader. I look for the low prices, but Bitcoin has corrected a little bit, and you are being shown hidden bullish divergence on the daily, this falling wedge. Even on the 4-hour, you have hidden bullish divergence. You have a lot of divergence, and what you're hoping for is that this divergence on Bitcoin can get you to break out of this falling wedge. If it does, I think you can see 40K again if it breaks out of this pattern. You got really close last time when Elon Musk and Mr. Beast put Bitcoin in their Twitter bios, but yeah, just looking at Bitcoin, I put out the trade. It's up like barely. I put out this trade last night, and we'll see what happens, but I like the technicals on Bitcoin right now. As long as the DXY can hold up, I think it's fine. Let me fix the overlay real quick. Let's see if that works. All right. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on the market in Bitcoin. We could talk about XL, and then we're going to head on over into the trades. Yeah, XL, this is exactly what I look for in a chart. It was just on my watch list. I've traded XL a lot before. I put out a lot of other trades on XL. I put out like a 30% trade on XL when it was PIC, when it was a SPAC. So I have a lot of history with this one. And it's just been on my watch list. I was scrolling through my watch list today like I do every day. And the second I glimpsed at this chart, I just saw so many things like coming my way. And boom, it played out very, very well. You had a 1-hour MACD crossover, right? It went to green on the 1 hour. You have 4-hour classic bullish divergence developing, almost confirmed pretty much. It was like potentially confirmed earlier today. And then on the daily, you have hidden bullish divergence. So the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily looked bullish. Also, you had a double bottom at 1842, and you were at the bottom of the down sloping channel. And then around, I think about maybe 1 p.m. or something, I put out this trade on XL. The entry was $19.14, and XL went to $21 at one point today. And even when XL was at $21, I alerted the Discord saying look for a pullback, and it pulled back a whole entire dollar. So this was a great trade. At one point, this trade was up 10%. Yeah, it was up 10%. Right now, it's only up like 7% because it bounced a little bit after hours. Yeah, a lot of people were in on that trade. Happy about it. And again, it did provide a day trade. I did both, right? I'm still holding my shares. I have all the shares that I entered with still. I haven't sold one share of XL, but I did day trade call options, and I made like 50% profit on those. So great stuff on XL. Hopefully you were in that. It was an awesome trade. And hopefully it continues to be an awesome trade. Still looks great for a swing, even though it did provide a day trade, which I didn't expect, honestly. It just went much earlier than I thought. And then also you had a lot of people talking about the short interest on XL. Yeah, that's just how I wanted to start off the stream. Yeah, Braden says real ones remember the 30% PIC trade. Yup, that was the same day that Jim Cramer talked about it on Mad Money. It was like the day before the actual merger, and then it went from like $18 to like $30. Yeah, what's up, Cash? How you doing? And yeah, I guess that's like a little recap of, I don't really know any other trades to talk about. Fisker did absolutely nothing today. It didn't even, like, this, like, it did not move. I think it had like I don't know, it just didn't move today. It just did nothing. I'm trying to see if there's any trades. The other ones that did pretty well today, VROOM was up 9% today. Are you joking me? It was so close to being stopped out last week on Friday. It was literally like 20 cents away from being stopped out, and today it just ripped up 9%. It's almost next to the target. This in general is a profit taking area. The trade's up like 10%. The other one was XP, which was up 8%. This again is very close to the target. So good stuff on those trades today. A potential trade I'm looking at right now, we have 61 people in here. Let's go, but we only have 28 likes, so I need some more likes on the stream. All right, let's hit that like button. If you support what I'm doing, if you enjoy the free trades, hit that like button. That's all I'm asking for. Here's a potential trade right now. Okay, the only reason I haven't put it out, if I'm being honest, is because they have earnings, I guess, on Wednesday, and I don't like putting out trades on earnings days because that's literally like, it can go either way. There's no way to know. So I'm probably just gonna wait till after earnings. Maybe it could miss people. Maybe you could miss out on it, but this is UWMC. I've talked about it in the Discord a couple times, and it is finally starting to develop some Class B hidden bullish divergence. And yeah, we'll see what happens on Wednesday with earnings. This thing got absolutely crushed. It looks very similar to other SPAC charts like Helion. Look at this, very, very similar chart. Huge run up before the merger, then huge dump after the merger, and then another attempted rally. Very similar looking chart, hidden bullish divergence developing on the daily. Even the 4-hour MACD is moving up a little bit. It was showing earlier, but it's not right now. And it's trying to really hold this $10 support range, which was like the support before the merger as it was a SPAC, right? The redemption share price. And yeah, that's like a potential trade. I'm just waiting for earnings. What else? CODX. Let's go. Did I not talk about this yet? CODX hit the target of the trade. I put out this trade at 11.22. It was a 30% profit. Was this on the trade sheet? Did I put this? I did, okay. So yeah, CODX, Co-Diagnostics, hit the target of the trade. There you go. 30% profit in like what, 2 weeks or something? Very nice swing trade, inverse head and shoulders, right angle, descending broadening wedge, and it went up to the target and then it pulled back. Let's go, has a $25 donation. As it says, beautiful call on XL, thank you very much. Could you go over TLRY whenever you get a chance? Absolutely. Believe it or not, I was actually looking at TLRY earlier today. There was some sort of news that happened with weed legislation or some sort of bill or something earlier today, right? Somebody informed me in the chat, but thank you very much for the $25 donation, Hazza. If anybody else wants to send a tip, buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. We can definitely take a look at that. Let's go for it right now, I guess. Just another great trade, CODX. I did sell this one early, I'm not gonna lie. But for those who held it for the 30% profits, congratulations. And let's go to TLRY. So we have traded TLRY before. It kind of makes me a little bit salty to look at the chart, because I put out a trade on TLRY when it was $6.70. It was a 41% trade, which is a good percentage. But little did I know I was calling the exact bottom on TLRY before a major move up. I posted at 668, which was literally the bottom. And after that, the target was 963, but it went all the way to $22.61. Are you joking? Definitely got to pinch myself a little bit for that one, but it's all good. And at this point, TLRY, I think there's some 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. Yeah, I was looking at this earlier today. This 4-hour hidden bullish divergence is developing. Maybe like a symmetrical triangle or something could be going on here. Yeah, something like that is what I'm kind of seeing right here on TLRY. It would be a little bit tough to manage your risk right here because there is downside to like $16 just to be at the bottom of the pattern or the demand line. But again, with a lot of the pot stocks right now, it's just more of like a fundamental catalyst thing more than like a technical thing. So yeah, you do have some hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. If you ever break out of this symmetrical triangle to the upside, your first target would be 2270. If it breaks 2270, let's see what else we got. If it breaks 2270, not even joking, you're thinking 2580, and then after that, $32. Those would be your next targets. Remember, yes, TLRY did absolutely just go from $4 to $19, but during like the pop bubble or the weed bubble, whatever you want to call it, back in like the mid 2010s, I don't know the right way to say it, but like not even that, like what, 2 years ago, really, 2 or 3 years ago, TLRY was at much higher prices. So you're passing this area of resistance, and if you really get above it, crazy things can happen. But just remember, in the short term, it is up a decent amount. So we'll see what happens with all the legislation and stuff like that. But there could be a potential trade lining up on the 4-hour. I'm not going to say there isn't. Thank you again for the 25, Hazza. Yeah, Sundial had a great day today. We can talk about that as well, same industry. But keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 40 likes real quick. If you're not subscribed, you definitely should be. I'm not gonna lie. Sundial went absolutely crazy. I mean, we were looking at Sundial. Everybody was requesting Sundial last week, and I had no clue if this would happen. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I called it. All I did say was that if it gets above 60 cents, we could see a nice run. It did break back above 60 cents after bouncing off the 200-day moving average. And I'm not too sure what happened, what caused this move, but Sundial went insane today. I didn't look too much into it, but huge trade. I know a lot of people that I saw on Twitter were in this trade. So for those of you who were in it, I guess I could just chart it for you again with the pot stocks. It's not mainly a technical play. It's more of just like a catalyst play, like a hype momentum play. But we can chart the levels. Next major support is $1.05. Then you have some resistance right here at 128. Really, this is like your resistance zone, I'm gonna be honest. Let me kind of show this real quick. This is like your resistance zone right here. This orange box is like the big resistance on the chart. If you break it, these would be your next two targets. First one would be $1.69. The next one would be 188. So yeah, some nice rounding bottom action going on. The momentum shifting, but you are right under a major resistance, so you would need to break that. Aside from that, we got FUBO in the chat. We can also take a look at Maverick. Are you just saying FTM like the free trading movement FTM? Or are you saying like a stock? I'm not too sure, let me know. But welcome to the stream again, Maverick. But yeah, FUBO. Believe it or not, FUBO, when Keem asked me to do the video with him, FUBO was gonna be one of the picks I was gonna say during the video. I'm not even joking. I literally had it written down as a potential pick, but I didn't want to give too many. I'm not joking. I really was, okay? I'm not just gonna say that if I wasn't. And then FUBO was up 24% today. The high short interest on FUBO was all over Twitter. It was bouncing off of this $39 previous resistance turned support. And I literally had it charted, and the only way that you can see this is that if you go back to one of my previous streams where I looked at FUBO, I literally had 5261 charted. Why? Because it was this gap fill, right? It was a gap from December 23rd. So I'm not even joking, I was gonna bring this one up on the Keemstar video. It would have been super cool to have another trade go crazy. But yeah, FUBO had a huge day today, the short squeeze, I guess. If it breaks 5261, you're probably thinking you're going to retest an all-time high again on FUBO. Otherwise, you are at a resistance, and your next major support is 39. Pretty much, the way I would look at it is like your resistances are 5261, and then $62, and then your major support is $40. So it is a much higher risk entering here than down over here. I did try to put out a trade right here to get stop hunted, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I was still able to make a good profit on that trade, even though I did technically sell early in hindsight. That's FUBO. And then the other one, CDE, okay? The whole entire deal with silver today. This trade I put out last night. This is one of the trades I talked about in the video with Keemstar, and pre-market it was up like 40% or something. In the video I did with Keemstar, I said that it was $9 last night when we were looking at it. I said this thing has room to go to 11. As you can currently see, the price is 11. I said that last night. It did gap up, but you could have caught it. If you were up really, really early in pre-market, you could have caught it. I wasn't. I actually woke up late today. I only woke up like 2 hours after the market opened, just because I didn't have any class today, and I was not really in any stocks. I was mostly cash coming into today. So I wasn't really, I guess, worried about anything. I was just kind of sleeping for the first couple of hours. I did miss a couple trades in the morning. I say this all the time, but like, I have some very, very expensive sleep whenever I sleep in. Sometimes I miss out on huge trades. Sometimes I don't take profits on my trades. So I need to work on waking up earlier, but I do sleep like really late. I sleep at like 2 or 3 a.m. So it's kind of this weird thing going on. But that was CDE, great stuff. Even if you bought it after the gap up, you could have made a 20% move, right? Because it went all the way from $11, it gapped up to $10.50. If you bought it there, it went all the way to $12.58. So there was still another potential trade right there. If it actually holds $11 CDE, believe it or not, if it can really hold $11, and that's not certainty, but if it does, look how little resistance there is until like 14 bucks. There's not much resistance till 14, but it needs to hold 11 very, very well. You still just confirmed the hidden bullish divergence today, so you know we're seeing a lot of demand coming in with silver too as well. E. Clayton Coop with the FTM cup and handle. Let's go. Thanks for the XL trade. Still in and appreciate all you do. Thank you for supporting me. Hope you enjoyed the mug. That mug's really cool because if you have cold liquid in it, it'll be black, but if you put hot liquid in the mug, it'll turn white. So yeah, enjoy the mug. Thank you very much for the purchase. This is TradingView. Yep, if you want a link to like my affiliate link, I guess, where you can get a 30-day free trial on the pro version if you use that link, just go to freetradingmovement.com. All right, let me show you where to see my affiliate links real quick. So you go to freetradingmovement.com and then you can join our Discord right here. But if you want my affiliate links, you just go to tools. And then this is where you can get the trading view. Also Webull, you can get 4 free stocks up to like 3K worth in value or something crazy. It's all on the website. The link for the website is in the description. Not too sure why. My computer really never gets hot, but it is kind of warm right now. Hopefully I don't start lagging. Yeah, let's get some vibes in the chat. Let's get some vibes out here for XL, for all the people tipping and buying merch. Appreciate all of it. Bab says I used the link but then forgot to cancel and got charged. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. I always set reminders whenever I use free trials, but worst case scenario, you got more TradingView to use. Okay, even though you paid for it, you still got TradingView to use. Okay. But yeah, Guy in Hat says he likes the mug. Glad to hear that. All right, let's look through the tickers in the chat. I feel like we've done a good coverage of a lot of things. Drop some tickers in the chat. We'll take a look. But yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to send a tip or buy some merch, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Let's get through some chat requests. All right. GRPN, is that a stock? Yeah, Groupon. So we have Groupon, Wish, BP. Need a vibes reaction Discord. We could definitely get that. I can message locks. Facebook, Baba, JDST. Wow, we got a lot coming in. I can't really do anything with AMC. I have no clue. All right, I'm not going to really cover it tonight. Not AMC and GameStop. I've talked about the last week. I've given all my thoughts on it. There isn't really much to do from a technical standpoint. Technicals still matter on those. We already talked about Bitcoin in the beginning of the stream, so I'm not going to do that. We can do Palantir. We can do X, some 4-hour hidden bullish divergence potentially. Space has already gone to space. The stock just went crazy. I posted a buy call in space like $25. It's at like 50 now. So there's not too much to do on space. I have no clue. That's a 50-50. VRAY, we posted a trade on it. I can take a look at that. Let's go GOM, that's how you pronounce it. DraftKings, we can take a look at that first since you just tipped. Yeah, if anybody tips $3 or higher, I'll take a look at it immediately, just like a thank you for donation. But thank you very much. Take a look at DraftKings real quick. Potential inverse head and shoulders. Honestly, I'd probably put the neckline like this. So, yeah, DraftKings potential inverse head and shoulders, where this is your left shoulder, this is your head, this is your right shoulder. What I don't like is you have some classic bearish divergence on the daily MACD though. That's showing some buyer exhaustion. So you do have that on your MACD, and also on your RSI you have bearish divergence on the daily. So really the only way to cancel that out would be to have a good day tomorrow on DraftKings. That would what am I doing? That would really be the only way to cancel that out. And you also have the bearish divergence on the 4-hour. So a lot of bearish divergence going on. Oh yeah, but the Super Bowl is this Sunday, so maybe people are going to be buying it for that. Regardless, if it ever breaks this green line, you're probably going to see a retest of the all-time high. Otherwise, your next major support would probably be like $50. So these are the levels on it. I already have it charted, and then this would be your pattern. Just be careful. You definitely want to cancel out this bearish divergence and not have it confirmed on the daily. When's the next Doge call? Oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me. I was watching Mitch Ray's stream earlier, and Mitch was basically saying there's another bullish Gartley on Dogecoin. This one is much smaller, and again, it's the 1 hour chart, so it's not super reliable. But this is the third bullish Gartley on Dogecoin in a row. Do you know? I've never seen a chart do that. I've never seen it. And the fact that it's Dogecoin doing it is insane. Okay, let's look at Dogecoin real quick, and then we're gonna get to the rest. It's wild, right? It's just insane. So this is Dogecoin. I put out the entry at 2.3 cents, and the primary target was 4.5 cents. That target hit, you would have doubled your money in a day if you took that trade over the weekend. It was a great trade. Awesome. Some people got mad at me for posting the trade. I don't really care. I posted the trade with risk management. So I don't care what you say. I showed the entry level, I showed the stop loss level, and I gave people a way to double their money in one day. So I looked at this chart just like I would look at any other chart, right? It fell down from 8 cents to 2 cents. There was no bias. I don't care about Dogecoin. I never said to invest in it fundamentally. When I'm putting out a trade, I just look at the chart and I play the chart, okay? And this trade worked out great. That's all I'm gonna say for the people who are being weird about it. Fine, be weird about it. Everybody else doubled their money who took the trade. Whatever. But yeah, you had the bullish Gartley harmonic pattern on the 1 hour, and I was watching Mitch's stream, and he's saying there's another bullish Gartley. I'm just gonna kind of show like the gist of it. Let me delete the moon real quick. It did not go to the second target. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I can't delete that right now. Whatever. We're gonna leave the moon right there. All right. If it ever gets up to 5.5 cents. What's it gonna do? Yeah. So there's another bullish Gartley, like this. Oh my gosh, this is insane. 786. Yeah, that would line up at pretty much 3 cents, and it bounced off 3 cents. Like, are you joking? You just had a bullish Gartley go into another bullish Gartley. I don't know, I'm not going to be putting out a trade on this, right? But somebody asked about it. I just want to show that real quick. It's insane. Like, if you really know technical analysis, you really don't see that every day. You don't see that every year. That's like a once in a... I don't even know. That's very rare. That's all I'm going to say. Waiting for confirmation means, well, it depends on what you're talking about. It depends on if you're talking about a breakout or if you're talking about divergence. If you're talking about divergence, that means you're waiting for the MACD to cross over to green. And if you're talking about a breakout, that's a longer talk. That's not something I can explain super quickly. But yeah, let's go over all the requests that came in the chat. Keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes real quick. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to send a tip, that's the pin comment in chat. So let me go back to the 4 hour. Not much on the MACD. Looks like you have a very, very important level at 35.65 on Groupon. That was your previous resistance right here and right here. And you want to use that as support right now. If you do, it could be pretty easy to manage your risk right here. You could just do something like this, right? You would enter around the support. Your target would be this little local resistance right here. And then you just put your stop loss a little bit under the support, get a 3 rewards risk, boom, right there. Potential trade on Groupon. That's the simplest way to put it. Who cares if it doesn't work out? Because you're going to be losing you're going to be losing 3.5% if it doesn't work out. And you can make 12% if it does work out, right? So yeah, I mean, not really a cup and handle, but it's a little bit there. And then some bullish convergence where both the price and the MACD went up. That's Groupon. Let's take a look at. I think somebody requested Wish, and I was like, well, what do you really want me to do on this chart? And I just started drawing a bunch of random things. Let me delete that. But honestly, the same story. There's not enough data on the chart for me to really do anything with it. Remember, you need a lot of data to do technical analysis, right? That's how can you analyze something if there's no data, right? So I can't really do much on this chart. It just depends on the actual company itself. BP is at a major support area. It looks like it's just in this range, right? This range from back here is kind of in it again. It's at the bottom part of the range. You could create hidden bullish divergence. If this thing gets down to like this level right here, like 2150, and your MACD starts waning and going back towards green, you would also be at the 200-day moving average. I think this could also show a potential trade. I don't know if it has all the variables yet. It could bounce here. You did have a bullish pin bar candle today, right? This is called a bullish pin bar, this little candle, potential reversal candle, but Remember, as I said in my swing trading video that I put out in the free course, I really said that you're looking for multiple things to be lining up at a price point for an entry, not just one thing. The more things you can bring to the table, the better the probability is, and all trading is probability, and you want to give yourself the most probability possible. Let's take a look at Facebook. Yep, it looks like it. Wow. So Facebook had this ascending broadening wedge. It broke out to the downside, literally dumped to 245, which was like your next support. And this is like literally textbook technical analysis, because the way that you target an ascending broadening wedge is where the wedge started. And look, it broke out to the downside and it literally went right there, and then it bounced. And then it came all the way back up to use this previous support as a resistance, and then it dumped again to the next support. This is like textbook technical analysis right here on Facebook. Trying to also hold the 200-day moving average. At this point though, looks like you have a resistance at 286. Support right here, support right here. So those are your levels on the chart. Not much of a pattern here. Let me see. Hidden bullish divergence potentially on the 4-hour. So there you go. There is potential trade on Facebook, right? You'd probably want to be entering. You just had a bullish, kind of a bullish pin bar today. Optimally, you could retest it like this 254 level and get an entry there, but it's not like, you know, the highest probability. But I feel like this would be the kind of like the way to trade Facebook. Something like this, where you wait for a little bit more of a dip to enter. You might not get it, that's the thing. And then you just target 286, which is like the top of the range. You have some hidden bullish divergence. You're creating a support. You're over the VWAP. Potential trade on Facebook. It's there. Baba. No divergence on the 4-hour. We got Maverick and Kostas in here. Everybody say what's up to my high school homies. I'm not too sure about this one, if I'm being honest. Like, this is a huge, look how big this resistance is. 265 was resistance right over here and right over here. It's trying to like bounce off the 200-day moving average again. I don't really know what these boxes are. I'm gonna skip this song. I'm just not too sure. Honestly, I'm gonna skip this one. It's like a 50-50. There's really not a high probability. It can go either way. JDST at the bottom of a range. I like that. Big support area. No divergence on the 4-hour or on the daily. This one's a little bit weird because it's in this range right here, right? This is like the range it's in. Resistance up here, support right here. It could easily bounce and go back up to the top of the range. That's all it's been doing. But if you break out to the downside, that's when it gets really scary. Then your next support would be 822, and if you fall under 822, you don't have any more support. So that's like the risk right there. Palantir, not enough data for me to work with. We did talk about the breakout when it was happening, believe it or not. It broke out of this green line. It even flipped the resistance into a support, and then it ran absolutely insane. X, this was a great trade. I put this out probably like a month ago. It was like a 20% profit trade. And now there's some hidden bullish divergence developing. A lot of people have actually messaged me about X saying that there's another potential trade. And absolutely there is. I can keep it on my watch list. It's just like, it's not really at a support. It's a little bit above this support right now. I guess it's trying to use that as a support. So, I mean, honestly, if it can hold 1760, you could probably see this level again. I might put this out tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. I want to see what really happens at this support level. But this is a potential trade on X. So you have 4-hour and daily hidden bullish divergence on the MACD and the RSI. And you would just manage your risk like this. You'd honestly throw it under this wick right here. You'd get a 3 reward to risk. Potential trade on X. It's there. And it kind of makes sense right now, right? Steel, everything going on with metals and silver and all that. So, yeah, it could make sense as long as you hold 1760. So it is pretty easy to manage your risk. VRAY. Wow, this is a nice one, guy in hat. I like this. How did I already look at it? Oh, you did request it before you said. Yeah, I like it. Look at this support. It's really holding the support at 438. Honestly, you could probably raise up your entry a little bit. And then you'd only get a 2 rewards for, so you would have to like tighten up your, honestly, you just throw your stop loss under, probably under this right here, okay? And then target, you could even target this resistance, like there's like a gap fill at 529. But look at the hidden bullish divergence going on VRAY. So you already posted a trade on this, so I'm gonna let you rock with that guy in hat, but it does have my approval. I'm not saying 100% it's gonna go up, I'm just saying it has a good probability. So you have hidden bullish divergence on the daily and 4 hour at a major support. This is the area where you can see a bounce to the upside. So that was all the tickers that we got in the chat from before. UPS. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's run it up to 50 likes. Come on. Just hit the like button. Literally that simple. Let's see. Can we get 7 likes within 5 minutes? Alright. There's going to be 7 of you in this stream right now who have not hit the like button, okay? Put yourself to the test and hit that like button. Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Go for it. Let's see if we can get a 50 likes in 7 minutes. We need 5 more now. 2 people just hit the like button. Thank you to those 2 people. Alright, we got 1 more like. We need 4 more likes. Who's going to be the 50th like? We shall see. We already did look at JDST earlier before. We got 1 more like. Now we only need 3 more likes to hit 50. There's going to be 3 of you left. Alright, let's get it right now. There we go. Thank you very much. We just hit 50 likes. Boom, just like that. Appreciate the 50 likes. That's like my minimum goal every single stream. It just makes me feel better. Thank you all for all the support. Yeah, UPS is at this support right now. Probably lower a little bit. Your support is like 155 on UPS. Some classic bullish divergence on the daily is developing. We take a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, even on the 4 hour, it's kind of there. You have this little island in between, but I wouldn't really consider it. I don't think it matters too much. Same thing on UPS. You know what to look for, guy in hat. I like it. Classic bullish divergence on the 4 hour and daily. And you're out of support. Very easy to manage your risk. It would just be something like this, right? Probably target right there, and then stop loss just right under the support. Yeah, this would be how you would manage your risk on UPS. Another potential trade. Clover, it was a great trade. That's all I'm gonna say. I called the bottom on Clover and I called the top on Clover. Nobody can argue that. I called the top to the cent, and then I almost called the bottom to the cent. You really take a look right here. It hit my exact target, literally to the cent. Okay, that was my second target I posted on Twitter. That was the top on Clover. I posted it before it even got there, and it hit that target. 27% profit. And also, I posted, let me skip this. I posted the entry literally at the bottom, right? I posted the trade at $13.17. It was like 5 cents away from like the actual swing low. And then it went all the way up to my target. So I literally caught the bottom and I caught the top, right? On the second target. We caught the top and the bottom. And then what happened after my trade played out? It don't. That's what we do in the free trading movement. That's technical analysis for you. You take the trade, you get in, you get out. Just like that. I know a lot of people like the company fundamentally for the long term. And absolutely, I think that this is a fair price to be entering for the long term. For the short term, however, you would probably be waiting for a little bit more of hidden bullish divergence confirmation, I guess. You'd probably be waiting for the MACD to develop a little bit more, but again, this was one of the best trades I've ever put out. Not percent-wise, but just how precise I was. I called 4 moves in a row on Clover, like literally perfectly. It went insane on Twitter. Those of you who were here last week know exactly what I'm talking about. It was just like, it was wizardry. I really never hype myself up like that, but on this one I kind of have to. I'm sorry. I don't like having an ego. I really hate it. I never talk like this unless we're talking about the Clover chart, okay? But at this point, I'm not too sure. You just don't have the same variables that you once did. But you are near a major support range, right? You're back at the 13, like the mid $13 support area. You could see bounce here, wouldn't be crazy. We did look at SNDL. Basically, what I said about AMC is no matter what I say, there's not a high probability. I've already commented on it like probably 5 times. So like from here on out, it's just like anything can happen. I'm not too sure what's going to happen on it in the future. And that's not really how I trade personally. I'm not criticizing those who took those trades. It was obviously, for a lot of people, those trades were life-changing money. And then for other people, a lot of people lost a lot of money on those trades, so just not too much I can give you on that. Yeah, a couple people have requested QS. This was a failed trade. Let me see right here. QS was definitely a failed trade. Again, this is all a game of probability. You always want to consistently set yourself up to potentially win more than you're risking, so that when you're right, you make a lot of money, and when you're wrong, you lose less than you typically make, right? You want to balance that out. You want to manage your risk. We managed our risk right here on QS, and since it hit the stop level of the trade, what's it doing? Let me drag this out real quick. All right, whatever. After it hit the stop loss on the trade, QS fell another 8%. This is why you manage your risk, right? At this point, let me clear up the chart again. Right, you have this hidden bullish divergence on the daily still developing somehow. Every day the price drops but the MACD goes up. That's a good sign. That's showing a potential reversal. QS had a crazy run and then it got crushed. Very similar to FUBO in terms of like price action. It's just like, where's it going to reverse? In my opinion, I'm just going to be waiting for that reversal to be confirmed before entering, because it's just like, you don't have any major supports right here. There is none. You already broke it. This was your major support. You broke under it and it dumped further. So I just want to wait until it starts to make a support, right? Every day it just drops. That's pretty much all it's been doing for the last, since pretty much this whole entire year. It's just dropped every single day, aside from a few days where it barely went up. There's a lot of supply and a little bit demand, so I'm just waiting for the buyers to show up. I don't want to be trading a stock where nobody else is buying it. I'm just waiting for other buyers to show up, and once that comes out, there could definitely be a trade on it. MACD looks fine. It's just like there's not too much else to do here until you show some life, right? SQS. Were you saying? Did you mean Beyond or BYD, Rooster? EFEN. Futures, before we get to DFEN, futures are going. They are, oh my gosh. Futures are moving right now, let's go. That's very good if you own stocks. I actually got into XL today, and I also got into Snow today. Snow was also up after hours, I believe. But yeah, futures are up. I just wanted to let y'all know I got like a little alert on TradingView. Hopefully this continues throughout the night, we'll see. So DFEN. Yeah, you could be developing some classic bullish divergence. Again, it's really early to call it. You want to wait for more confirmation. You want to see the MACD developing a little bit more. But there is some potential. Yeah, and you're approaching a support area. This could be a reversal area. I'm not exactly sure, like to the dot. Like I can't give you like a pinpoint support level to look at. Probably maybe just wait for like a test of the 200-day moving average. It might not test today. It might just bounce earlier, but if this falls a little bit more and gets down to this support range and the divergence continues, there could definitely be a pretty easy trade right there where you can manage your risk. Something like this, right? Where you would enter like down right here, you put your stop loss under the support, and then you target this high right here, like this. That could be a trade. That's literally exactly a 3 reward to risk. You just want it to give you a little bit more of a lower price point, even though it's not a certainty that it'll fall that much. Alright, let me try this out. Alright, this is the stock you want to see, Rooster. How's Core doing? It's doing well. It had a huge day today. It was up like 40% at one point, and then a lot of people took profits. If it holds $11, it can go even higher, but you know, it just played out very, very quickly. You would have to have been up very, very early to get in on that trade. There was just a lot of demand for it. I think silver futures are up again tonight, which is crazy. BYD, you could create hidden bullish divergence, but you need the MACD to start waning first. Major support at 43.87. So eventually, what you're kind of looking for here is it for the MACD to go back to green, and then something like this, right? This could be a trade, but you'd want to wait for the entry at the support. You don't really want to, you never want to compromise on trades. If the trade goes up without you, who cares? You can go trade 1,000 other things that'll go up easier. So you don't want to be compromising. You want it at this support level, and you want to see that MACD move back towards green on BYD. But again, I don't know anything about the company. I know you're a very fundamental trader or investor, Rooster. So yeah, futures have been in the channel. Futures never really broke out of their channel, but the actual S&P broke out of it and then got back into it, which was great. EQOS, yeah, we can talk about that. I think I was charting it for you earlier today. There is a potential. I already have on my watch list. Yeah, there's a potential trade right here. Again, what you're really hoping for, just like the last chart, is you want to see that MACD really go back to green, so you can get that hidden bullish divergence, right? That's what you really want. But this is a bull flag. If it breaks out, you're at a support level, which is $15. That's your support. And then on the 4 hour is where you have the hidden bullish divergence, right? That's already developing. So there is a potential trade here. The best thing about this trade, aside from the bull flag and the divergence, is how easy it is to manage your risk, because you already know what your support is. That's 15 bucks and you want to stay above that essentially. So that's EQOS. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 60 likes. And if you're not subscribed, let me check how many subscribers we're at currently. It would be so awesome to hit 1800 like tonight or tomorrow. Well, we are 23 away, so hopefully tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Join the free trading movement. Streams every single night, free trades, Discord community with like 1,200 people. What else do you get for free, right? People charge thousands of dollars for this stuff. All you have to do is hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you're in. No payment, no ads. I don't even put ads on my channel. Just trying to help out. So hit that like button. Let's get to 60 likes real quick. This was EQOS. And if you want to send a tip or buy some merch, like this beautiful hoodie right here and this cap, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. You can also send a tip. Thank you all for the donations and the merchandise purchases tonight. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord, Braden just put the link in the chat. You can check that out. But yeah, actually, believe it or not, I don't know if Cash is still in the stream, but he actually made this logo. So if you're still in the stream, thank you, because you have a lot of people wearing that logo now. But yeah, that's EQOS. What else we got here? Run. Let me get some water. Yeah, Run is literally at a support on the 4 hour. This hidden bullish divergence developing. And then on the daily, this is a trade. Run is a trade. I'm going to be honest. Guy in Hat, if you want to put out this trade, go for it. If you don't, then I will. But, and again, I'm not, just because I say something is a trade does not mean 100% the price is going to be going up. It just means it gives you good probability and it's easy to manage your risk, right? So, yeah, if I don't put this out, maybe Guy in Hat will. And I can share it in the Trailers channel in the Discord. So, I've shared a couple of Guy in Hat's trades in the Discord Trailers channel. And both of them have done well. UAL and the other one was like HRTX or something like that. But good stuff, Guy in Hat. And I like this. How I would manage my risk here. Remember, you're at this support. It was your previous resistance. Now it's your support. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And on the daily, it does need to develop more. But here's how you would manage your risk, in my opinion. Let me make that an orange line. Probably something like this, right? Target would be this high right here. You see this little resistance from right there. And then stop loss would just be a little bit under the support. That would be the trade, in my opinion. On Run, you get a 4 reward to risk. So yeah, you let me know if you want to put out this trade. Otherwise, I'm going to put out the trade, but it's your trade. So make that decision. I think it has some variables. It's easy to manage your risk. Good job, Guy in Hat, like always. But we have 70 people in here. Let's go. What else we got to look at? Run. I'm going to keep this on my watch list. I'm also going to keep EQOS on my watch list. And we're going to look through some more tickers. But keep hitting that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to send a tip or buy some merch, it's the pinned comment in the chat. Let's continue going through these tickers. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. I try my best. That's all I'm going to say. I try my best. Tattooed Chef. NAK. Right here. Well, I have a lot on this chart. The guy says, Guy in Hat. It's so funny. A person in the chat named The Guy is talking to Guy in Hat. Sorry. That was like a dad joke. Where can we find your trade alerts? Actually, yeah, I mean, feel free to share your TradingView link in the chat, Guy in Hat, or in the Discord. But he has his own TradingView page, just like mine, so you can look at that. Yeah, HRTX, that was one of Guy in Hat's trades. We can do an update on that as well. Should be on my watch list. Yeah, it's right here. This trade's in profit. Guy in Hat put out this trade. I shared it with the Discord, I believe. The trade is currently up 4%. At one point, though, this trade was up like 7%. So you still have the hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour on HRTX. And on the daily, you're still developing the hidden bullish divergence. You're holding this upsloping, I didn't mean to do that. You're holding this, what am I doing? Whatever. You're holding this upsloping support, right? This green demand line. The trade still looks good. This is Guy in Hat's trade. So yeah, he's sharing where you can follow his trades. And whenever I see a trade of his that I really like, I try to share it with the Discord and stuff like that. But follow him on Twitter at some Guy in Hat. Check out his page. He's been doing very, very good work. Another one, yeah, TLRY was from him, I believe. Right here. This one, it got super, super close to the target, right? I feel like this one, like, you requested and we might have talked about it, and then like I just looked at it and I liked it. But this trade at one point was like literally inches away from the target. I honestly could have put this trade on the sheet as a successful trade, right? Because it went up to like $20.66 and the target was $20.85. So okay, it was 15 cents away from the target. But since the entry to the highest point, the trade was up 12%. It was really at the target, okay? This was technically a successful trade. It's just like it almost got to the exact target and then it just dumped with the market. And now the trade is only up 2%, but I actually still think it looks fine. Believe it or not, if you want to continue holding it, as long as it's above $18, it's technically fine. ATRA, but yeah, it already did get very, very close to the target. Joshua Ori bought the FTM hoodie and another piece of merch. Joshua says, keep up the good work, thank you. And then Snow, we can take a look at Snow for sure. I actually have calls in Snow, believe it or not. I like the chart. Not really my idea, so I'll talk about that in a second. But thank you again. I hope you enjoy the hoodie. What was the other piece of merch that you got? I hate how it only shows one piece of merch. So let us know in the chat what else you got. Thank you very much for that. We'll take a look at Snow, and then after Snow, we're gonna look at Tattooed Chef, and then NAK. So Snow is right over here. Yeah, so this is Snow. This is a bullish Gartley. This is gonna be straightforward here. This is from Mitch Ray, right? Mitch Ray posted this. I'm in his Patreon. But I set these targets up myself, so I'm not like copying any of his things right there. It's just like, just want to give credit to the person who charted this and to the person who taught me all this. Shout out to Mitch Ray. If you don't know who he is, he's another YouTuber who does literally exactly what I do, but honestly much, much better. He's like the person I learn everything from. So yeah, bullish Gartley, hidden bullish divergence on the daily, and then on the 4-hour you have some classic bullish divergence. I'm not posting it because it's not my trade, but I did take this trade and I did actually get call options on Snow today. So I like it. This is how I am managing my risk, but it's probably not going to get up to this price point by the time my options expire, so I guess I'm just playing it for the short term. But I like Snow. I think anybody who knows technicals would say that the chart is technically bullish. It is above their valuation if you really look into their financials, I guess, but I mean, it was above the valuations when the price was like 400 plus, right? This market currently doesn't care too much about, you know, all those financial data valuations. There are so many stocks that are trading multiples above their company size, and this is just, I guess, another one of them, and the chart looks good. So I got some calls on it. We'll see if it works out. Just manage your risk. I like the chart. Thank you again for getting the hoodie and the mouse pad, which I have right here. Boom. Enjoy it. Thank you. I also have the hoodie on, so we're matching now. Let's go. I said we're gonna look at NAK and then look at Tattooed Chef first. I don't know why I have so much on this chart. Let me just delete that. Yeah, there is actually some classic bullish divergence on Tattooed Chef, right? Yes. What is this song? All right, let's take that off the, no, that's good. Support would be like, honestly, right there. Why is that on my TV? And the daily is not really set up yet, but you did have a bullish pin bar candle today. Ideally, what you would want right here, music is a little bit loud. Yeah, for sure. I can lower that. All right, that should be better now. Let me know if it's still loud. I can lower it further. What you would really want right here on Tattooed Chef is to create some MACD development on the daily, where it could start moving back down towards green. Hopefully the 4 hour can help you do that. But as long as you're above 22 bucks, I guess you're fine on Tattooed Chef. So that's that. You have a resistance at like 26 bucks, just like that general area. You're at the bottom of range. You could manage your risk probably something like this, right? You'd only get a 2 reward to risk, so it's not the best reward to risk. You could really target the top and then tighten the stop loss. It's just like you might get stop hunted, or you might not have your profit order filled. So that, you know, that's just, it's a little bit weird, but the 4 hour looks fine for right now. As long as it's above 22, it's fine. But yeah. Blink, Mac. Let's go. Let's hit 60 likes. We need 2 more of you out of the 63 people here to hit that like button. Let's get to it. And then if you're not subscribed, we're on our way to 1,800 subscribers. Hit that button as well if you want to send a tip or buy some merch. That's the pinned comment in the chat. So that was Blink and then MAC. And then we have CRBP. And then MFA. And then Ethereum. All right, well, we're gonna do Ethereum first because it's already on my watch list. And I probably have it charted. No, I don't. So on Ethereum on the daily, you have hidden bullish divergence. If we take a look at the 4 hour, you don't have any divergence. You definitely have a major resistance at like 1440, that general area. And then you have the main line right here. Mitch Ray has been showing this on his stream as well. This ascending triangle on Ethereum. So I guess if we go on the daily, it'll look better. I need it. Whatever, you get the point. So you have this ascending triangle, right? That's a bullish continuation pattern. If you ever break 1440, you'd probably just use Fibonacci to target it, right? Your 1618, your 2618, 3618, because that would be like an all-time high, I believe. And then, yeah, on the daily, there's potential hidden bullish divergence. It's not confirmed yet, but again, it kind of just depends on Bitcoin because that's how crypto works. But yeah, Dogecoin just fell very, very hard. Well, not that was very excessive. Okay, I probably didn't have to worry like that. It just fell like 10%. Let's put it like that. It might have actually already been down. I'm not too sure. Was it? Never mind. Actually, disregard that. I just saw it said down 10%, but I forgot it was already down 10%. I'm sorry. I did not mean to freak out any Dogecoin holders. It's fine for right now. Okay. But remember, the trade already hit the target. I just saw my watch list and kind of freaked out for a second, okay? Bitcoin's still not really doing much. Actually, all right, we'll get back to that later. And I believe we have a new group of tickers to look at. Blink. Is this like a channel maybe? Yeah, I would say Blink is in this upsloping channel. So this right here is like your support zone. You don't have any divergence on the 4 hour or on the daily. Really, all Blink is an upsloping channel. Okay, so that's all you would really be playing right here. Resistance at the top, support at the bottom, and then you have a couple horizontal supports and resistances. There's not too much to look at aside from that. MAC, your next major support is 1323. It was your resistance on June 8th, 2020. And look, it was your support right over here in, what, like last week or something? So you could bounce off 1323, but you don't have a pattern. You don't have any divergence. So you'd want more variables in my opinion, but it would not be crazy to see a bounce just due to the fact that this just fell from $26 to $14. I have no clue why it felt like that, but that's pretty nasty. CRBP had a huge day today. It was up 22%. There was hidden bullish divergence. There still is hidden bullish divergence, but you know, after the moves happen, there's not too much I can do, unfortunately. It's just like, if you would have requested this right here, I could have told you, okay, it looks like there's like a bull flag going on potentially. And then you broke out of the bull flag today. Huge day. Next major resistance is 236. But it was already up 22%, so I'm just not too sure at this point. MFA. Looks like this is like your support zone, like around like 365, just like that general area. Classic bullish divergence could be developing. Or is developing on the 4-hour. And you bounced off the support already. The daily looks good as well. This is a potential trade. 4-hour and daily classic bullish divergence. You have a very nice amount of volume on this chart. Appreciate that, guy in hat. And then, I mean, yeah, I like it. That's all I'm gonna say. As long as it holds 365, all right? Let me put that with a grain of salt. How I would like manage my risk on MFA would be like this. Entry around there. Target probably just like the top, right? You could lower your profit taking level and then stop loss under here. This would be how I would trade MFA. Classic bullish divergence on the 4-hour and daily. 3 reward to risk. There's a potential trade as long as you hold 365. That's like the magic area, not the exact number, but just like the area. But yeah, please don't spam. It just makes me harder to see everybody's, you know, chats. That was MFA. We can take a look at Ford, but keep hitting that like button. Thank you very much for the 63 likes. Really appreciate that. We still got 61 people in here. Let's go. And if you want to send a tip or buy some merchandise, that's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. Well, that's MFA. Let's look at the next two. Ford. Nice stuff on Ford. Hidden bullish divergence, right, on the 4-hour. And then you had I guess like a bull flag, kind of. It was a little bit steep, but something like that. You get the point, like some down sloping flagging after a big run up with some hidden bullish divergence. It made a pretty big move from 1038 to 1143 today, and then it pulled back. No edge on the daily though. But this is like the real thing on Ford. This massive falling wedge on the weekly. This falling wedge started a decade ago. It started in 2010, and you broke out of this falling wedge and it went crazy. So that's like some history, I guess, with the chart. They might have had an announcement today. Yeah, I could have explained it. A Google partnership. That's big, Ford. Good job, Ford. The next one was XRP. And that one, yeah, pump and dump. Look, XRP. All right, so just a little bit of history. XRP had a huge, massive run back at the end of 2020, all the way up to like almost 80 cents. Then it consolidated, it ran again, and then the SEC lawsuit or whatever news came out, and then it immediately dumped. XRP came down to like the mid 20 cent range, and then I'm not too sure why/how, but in the last week XRP had an absolute tear of a run, and it went from like the mid 20 cent range all the way back up to 75 cents. There actually was a resistance there, right? From right over here, this is why XRP topped out at 75 cents. It was your resistance from the rally in 2020. So you basically came all the way back up to the top, and then it just it dumped so hard. It fell all the way from 75 cents to 38 cents, and now you're trying to hold. This is actually the decent part, right? You're trying to hold this previous resistance as a support. So you could just get a dead cat bounce or just like a common retrace rally here. But if you do fall under, 36 cents, I'd say take caution again. 36 cents is the level you want to hold, and you're right above that right now. But just keep watching the news with XRP. Didn't we already do DNOW? No, I think actually somebody requested that in the Discord today. So yeah, keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to send a tip, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Huge trade on CDE and on XL today, and on Doge on the weekend. All right, we have 60 people in here. I want to ask a question, all right? And by the way, Aaron, we already did look at UWMC in the beginning of the stream, so we already did talk about that. Like literally right in the beginning was like one of the first things I talked about. We have 60 people in here. We have like 1,200 people in Discord. If you're in the Discord, or if you follow me on Twitter, and you were in the Doge trade, okay? If you were in the Doge trade, I want you to put a 1 in the chat, okay? And then also, Aaron, after the stream, we'll have the timestamps in the comments. So I'll tweet out the link when the timestamps are ready. I'll alert the Discord when the timestamps are ready, and you can rewatch it, and all the tickers will be in the comments with the timestamps. So we're going to take a look at AMCI and DNOW in a second. All right, let me see. Tim, Slime, Guy in Hat, Christian. I really don't remember how to pronounce your name. Kefa Sakane, I guess. Bab, Makesh. Okay. All those people that were in the Doge trade. Okay, Will as well. All right. All these people in the chat are living proof that I just allowed them to double their money on a trade for free. Okay, so for all the new people in the stream, I put out this trade on Doge where if you followed the exact trade the exact way I put it out, you would have doubled your money in one day. Okay, and you have every single person who just said 1 in the chat. It's just a handful of people, or more than a handful of people. Even Cheddar Freeze. I know Cheddar Freeze wasn't too happy trading Doge, but I guess it worked out, thankfully. All right, all those people are proof of what this movement is. Okay, not only me, but all of us look for trades together in the Discord, and we find these gems. And this weekend, I was able to find Dogecoin, and we were able to double our money in 24 hours. So if you want to be a part of this movement, I'm not asking you to buy a subscription. I'm not asking you to watch a paid free course. None of that. I want you to watch my, did I just say a paid free course? All right, I'm not asking you to watch a paid course. What I want you to do is subscribe to the channel so you can be in all of my streams every day and learn for free. What I want you to do as well is join the Discord so you can be alerted on things like this. And then on top of that, what I want you to do is learn. I want you to put in the work. I want you to start charting. I want you to learn how to manage your risk. I have a whole entire video on risk management. All I'm asking you to do is learn, okay? So I just wanted to talk about that for a second for all the new people in here. I feel like I didn't talk too much about what we're trying to do. It's not fake. You just saw all the people who just typed 1 in the chat. It's real. It is literally me trying my best every single week to teach people how to trade for free and giving them very good trades for free. Every single trade for this week right now is currently up or even. No trades are down. For free. You can see all the proof of all these trades. Okay, so for all the new people, I just want to give you the explanation. There's no hidden nothing. It's just there. That's it. It is the free trading movement. That's the whole entire brand. Okay. So I wanted to talk about that real quick. Take that as how you want to, but if you just give me a chance, I promise you, if you watch this stream for 1 week, you will become a much better trader, no matter what level you're at. So all you need to do is put in the time. This is not going to be like, I'm not trying to tell you you're going to become rich overnight. All you need to do is work every single day on improving and doing it the right way, not trying to gamble every single day, trying to manage your risk and looking for high probability trades. That's what you need to be doing. And that's all I ask you to do, right? So if you want to send me a tip, if you want to buy some merch, feel free to do so. I really appreciate it. But if you just want to show up to the stream, learn how to trade, find trades yourself, follow some of my trades, go for it. Nobody's stopping you. That's why you're here right now. And that's why I guess I'm not urging you, but I'm asking you to stick around if you're new to the stream. And if you don't enjoy everything in being around for 1 week, I'm sorry, but I try my best. And yeah, that's just like my little my little ad for all the new people in the stream. Okay, so take that as you want to. Let's get back to the charts, and that's that. So we were gonna look at AMCI, 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. Wow, it actually bounced off the bottom of the ascending broadening wedge. How do you read the Excel sheet? All right, we're gonna get back to AMCI in a second. Will says join if you have not. Champ gives out free money. I would agree with that. If you look at the Doge trade, keep the moon drawing on Doge. Yeah, it's really funny. Yep. All you gotta do is put in the work. You don't have to pay for it. You just gotta put in the work. That's the only thing you need to do if you want to be a part of the movement. You have to work. Mergers tomorrow for AMCI. What company is AMCI going to be merging into? Actually, I have no clue. So let me talk about how you can read the Excel sheet real quick. All right, come on. What is going on here? Why is it? Okay. So if you just go to the Excel sheet, it'll give you like a little explanation right here. It'll show you what all the color coding means. I put this in today, actually. Let me lower my brightness. I put this like explanation in today with the color coding. Basically, what all of this means, if it's a neon green one, that means it hit my target. If it's a neon red one, that means it stopped out for a loss. Or if it's a light colored one, that simply just means the percent change from the entry of my buy call to the current price, okay? So green percent, the neon green percentages means the percent change from the entry to the target, okay? The light colored ones means the percent change from the entry to the current price. And then the dark red ones mean the percent change from the entry to the stop level on the failed trades. I also show my failed trades. Actually, the first few weeks I only show my winning trades, but I'm like, who would I be to only show my winning trades? Let me also show my losing trades. And now, if any of my trades are a failed trade, they're on this sheet. I don't lie about it. I don't hide it. I've never deleted a tweet that failed. Never. I don't care if I'm wrong because I manage my risk. Whenever I'm wrong, I don't lose that much. When I'm right, I make a lot. That's how you manage your risk. 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, reward to risk. You can learn about that if you stick around for some time, and you're going to learn about how to do that. So that's how you read the trades. And then if you want proof of all these and you want to know that I'm not just literally typing in random numbers in an Excel sheet, you can find proof of it by going to the website. Okay, you go to freetradingmovement.com. The link is in the description for the website. You go to Champion Vibe, and then you go to Trade Setups. And this is where you can see the time-stamped proof of every single trade. Okay. For example, the Doge trade, right? I was just showing you how I let people double their money in 1 day on the trade. Here's your proof. This is when I posted the trade. It was down here at 2.3 cents. Right when I posted the trade, it was at the entry. I'm going to hit the play button right over here, and it's going to show you where the trade went to. Remember, the top of the green box is the target. That says 95% profit, okay? Boom. There you go. Hit the target right on this candle right over here, okay? So you can see the proof of every single thing on that sheet. There's no lying here. Really, it's real. I've literally had people message me asking if what I do is real. And I probably should take that as like a compliment, right? Because if I was new to the stream and everything, there's like no way I would believe all this is real and that none of the trades are down. But it's true. And you can look at the proof yourself. So, for all the new people, hopefully that explanation helped. Every single resource I have, you can find on the website. The link is in the description. Join the Discord, okay? Join the Discord. I put out so many alerts during the day in the Discord. Even when things are pulling back, I literally, when XL was at the resistance today, when it was up 10%, I literally put in the Discord, I alerted everybody there could be a pullback on XL, and that's exactly when it pulled back $1. So, all for free. Don't know what else I can do. Let's get back to the charts. We have a couple more things to look at. Okay. We're gonna look at AMCI. Yeah. It is in like a resistance area. If I'm gonna be honest, 1717 was your resistance right here and your support right here. So it is at a resistance, but there is 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. and potential daily hidden bullish divergence. So there is a potential trade right here, but obviously the better time to enter would have been down here because AMCI was up 14% today. So just being straightforward, there was a much better time to enter. DNOW, some daily hidden bullish divergence. What was that? On the 4 hour, yeah, nice hidden bullish divergence for sure. Resistance is at like around $9, and then your major support would be like right here, like 788. So the chart looks good. It's just not super easy to manage your risk right here because you're only going to be getting a 1.5 reward to risk. Remember, I was just talking about how on every single trade, you want to be setting yourself up to get a 3 reward to risk, which means you can potentially gain 3 times more percent-wise than you're risking. If you do that time and time again, you're only going to need to win a third of your trades to be profitable. Literally, if you have 3 reward to risk on every single trade, you only need to win a third of your trades. Because that one trade you're winning, you make so much on, and then the other 2 trades you're not winning, you lose so little on, right? And you want to only be entering trades that give you that. This trade only gives you 1.5, so it can go either way. This trade can play out, you can make money, but if it doesn't work out, it's a little bit hard to like, because you could like stop out down here and then it could bounce back up. It just makes it very, very weird. So that's DNOW. I do like the divergence though. So AMCI is merging with Advent Technologies. I don't know who Advent Technologies is. I meant like what type of company are they, I guess. The sweatshirts run true to size. I'm gonna be completely honest, I think they're a little bit, what's it called? Like the sleeves are a little bit like short. Like I got a medium, but I probably could have fit a little bit better in a large if I'm being honest. Like the actual like, how do I put this? Like the hoodie and the actual like body part of the sweatshirt is like true to size. But the sleeves themselves are a little bit, you can see right here, they're like a little bit, like literally by like an inch, just a little bit short. So you could go one size up, I guess. But the quality is great. You can ask anybody who got one. I really like the quality. So, yeah. I do alerts in the Discord, on Twitter, and on my trading view page, which I just showed you, that page where you can click the play button and see the proof of my trades. But, what was I going to say? But the Discord is like the best place because on Twitter, I only really put out like the entry and like the time when the trade hits the target. In the Discord, I update the trade as it's going on, right? So on Twitter, all I'm really going to say is when I'm putting out the trade, I'm going to post it on Twitter. And then when the trade either hits the target or gets stopped out, I'm going to post that on Twitter. However, if you're in the Discord, I'm going to put out the entry and I'm going to be updating it the whole entire way through. Every time something happens on the chart and I notice it, I can't notice everything because there's multiple trades. But whatever I do notice, I alert in the Discord. I also put out a lot of alerts in the Discord about the actual market itself. And that's helped a lot of people. You can ask around. I literally warned about the market falling last week, like 3 weeks ago. So a lot of people were managing the risk prior to last week in my Discord, or in our Discord. Am I more bullish on the market or Brady winning another Super Bowl? That's a great question. I'm not going to answer that. No comment. But yeah, literally all you have to do, you don't have to pay me $1, you just click join the Discord and you're in the Discord. That's it. You can go to freetradingmovement.com and the link is right on the top to join it. And the link for freetradingmovement.com is in the description. Chiefs getting that dub, we'll see. I'm not like super like stubborn about sports. I'm fine with whoever wins, but I do prefer that the greatest quarterback of all time and win another Super Bowl. I know somebody's going to be disliking the stream because I said that, but just look at his rings, okay? That's all I'm going to say. All right, Rooster's going to get mad. We're going to stop talking about Brady. Rooster does not like when we talk about Brady. All right, we'll move on from football for now. But yeah. SFT, descending triangle at support with potential divergence. Okay. But yeah, let's get to 70 likes. All right, if 2 people have not hit that like button, we only need 2 people to guess the 70 likes. So hit the like button, the subscribe button. If you want to send a tip, that's the pinned comment. What time frame did you say? I don't think you said one. I don't see any divergence on SFT, if I'm being honest. I do see the support at $8. That's there. I'm not too sure about like a descending wedge. It just kind of looks like a channel to me. Like where your support is $8 and your resistance is like $9.77. It really just looks like a channel to me. You are at the support. It wouldn't be hard to manage your risk. So it would be pretty easy to manage your risk right here, but you don't have like a lot of factors lining up. You only just have the support. So you'd really just be playing the support if you're playing this trade. You said the 4 hour. I mean, on the 4 hour, you could get class B hidden bullish divergence, but remember, you really don't want to be thinking about divergence like really until you see the MACD wane just a little bit back towards green. So it's kind of like this fine line, and I really mainly go over this in my one-on-one calls, but it's when it comes to divergence, it's kind of like this fine line where, like, let me find like a good example. Maybe Goose? No. CODX, that one, I don't think that one even had divergence. VROOM probably, right? Yeah. No. I'm trying to find like a very good example. All right, Clover, this should be a good example. So when it comes to divergence and like using it to trade, you don't want to be entering literally the second when the divergence confirms most of the time, because there's a good chance that by the time the divergence confirms, the price would have already went up. But at the same time, you don't want to be entering like literally right here, because when you're only being shown this, there's no way to know that it's going to be waning. So it's kind of like this, and you really just got to get a feel for it. It mainly comes with experience, but like you want to be entering like around like right here when it's like, once you see the divergence like consistently developing back down, like this would be it. And then right over here from this one to this one, that's when you had the big green candle, right? So a lot of new traders think that you can literally only trade divergence when the MACD goes to green. But if you look at Clover, the MACD never even went to green, and we were able to pull off like a 27% trade, playing off of this, right? Because this is typically when you see like that beginning move in the divergence. If I'm being honest, like another one, let me try and find one. Yeah, this one's good. All right, so this is MU, okay? So on this MACD island right here, this island, right? If you would have entered like right over here, you would have been able to enjoy this part of it, right? You would have been able to get 5% more out of the trade if you got in before the confirmation, right? Because if you only joined right when the MACD went over to green, it already went up 6% just by the time the MACD crossed over to green. But on a lot of trades, if you're entering right over here before the MACD even starts waning, it could just continue dropping. That's what kind of happened with UWMC last week. So it's like, it mainly comes with experience, but you want to be getting, the way that it works the best for me personally is like right when the divergence really starts developing. That's the word I use, where you're consistently going back down towards green. So that's just like a little, I guess, some education on divergence. Just like a brief summary. It's not super easy to like explain it. It's just really this thing that comes the best with experience, but hopefully that kind of helped. Yeah, check out the education channel in the Discord. I put that together finally. A lot of people have been asking for it, so I just threw a bunch of links together that I think are helpful. Yeah, and again, with the trades that I put out, I put the entry point, which is like where the red and green box meet. I put the stop loss point, and I put the target, but it's all subjective. If the trade's up like right here and you want to take profits, nobody's stopping you, right? Whenever you feel comfortable taking profits or cutting a loss, that's always up to you. These are just, all these are based off of is technicals, right? There's a certain level to trading that is just purely feeling. You have to develop a good feeling of how the price will move, and that really only comes with experience. Like, you could literally just give me a chart with candlesticks, literally only candles on the chart. You can give me an empty chart, okay? no MACD, no RSI, just candles, and I'd actually be able to probably be a profitable trader because I understand how the price moves. But that takes a long time to learn how to just see price movement without any indicators. And that's not super high probability, it's just experience. So remember, it just takes time, right? I've spent the last year of my life looking at charts for half the day. So this never happened overnight. I didn't learn all of this within 2 weeks. It took me a year to get to this point, and I still have a lot more to learn. I'm not the best technical analyst in the world by any means. So yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if something insane happens and I really do blow up, it's gonna be hard to put out trade alerts. Yeah, it definitely will be, because some funny stuff can happen at that point. And I'm not, it's all just preference. Nobody's forcing you to buy or sell anything. It's just my opinion. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. It's just a game of probability. So yeah. LULU. What do I think about CBAT? CBAT was a great trade. For those who weren't here, I put out this trade on CBAT. The entry was, I think, $5 and the target was like $7. It was like a 42% trade in 2 days. That was like what, it was like at the end of December. I put out this trade on CBAT and it hit the target, and then it came all the way back down to the entry of the trade. It completely reversed. It literally hit my exact target, came all the way back down, and then it started going crazy again. At this point though, I'm not too sure, because you broke this demand line and you have some local bearish divergence. You might actually have some bearish divergence on the 4 hour. Yeah, you have bearish divergence on the 4 hour, but the bearish divergence could turn into hidden bullish divergence, right? Where you made a higher low from this low to this low. So 50-50 at this point on CBAT. LULU. When did I do this? I don't even remember like a lot of things I chart. So I guess I charted a potential trade on LULU and it's off to a nice start. I don't know. There's some triple classic bullish divergence on the 4 hour. And then on the daily, yeah, there is some classic bullish divergence developing on the daily. And you're out of support over the 200-day moving average. Yeah, LULU is a potential trade, but it's not like a crazy profit on how I targeted it. So just keep that in mind. AA, does the divergence on the daily count if there's an island in between? I know exactly what you're talking about, so I'm on the daily. Yes, this would not be hidden bullish divergence. So he's asking, would this island count? And the answer is yes. This island would count. This would cancel out your hidden bullish divergence because it's just way too big. The only times when the islands don't count is when they're just very small. Like this little island right here wouldn't count, really. This little island right here, literally it was 1 wick, that would not count. But if you get something like this, where like you have literally 2 weeks on a red MACD island, it definitely does count. So it would, unfortunately. That doesn't mean the price can't go up. You actually did have a bullish hammer candle today on AA. You're not really out of support just yet. It looks like your support is 17. Oh, that's what you bounced off of though. All right, so you have a support at 17 or $18. You had a bullish hammer on the daily. What you do have, you don't have actually like textbook divergence. What you do have is local divergence, which just simply means on this MACD island alone, the price was going down and the MACD was going up and you got a MACD crossover. Just some local divergence. So yeah, there's a potential trade right here. I mean, something like this, right? This looks like your next resistance. You probably just target that previous support as a new resistance, and then you throw your stop loss under this support. Reward to risk. There's a potential trade on it. That's AA. The guy says don't blow up. I don't know how to answer that. He says, I can definitely see you going much bigger. You have all the qualities required to have a large, respectable following. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thomas is a funny guy. It would be selfish to want to keep you on your toes. Hey, I appreciate all the support, like really. And I appreciate all the new people joining the movement. Life-changing stuff for sure. Yeah, appreciate all the donations, all the merchandise. The support's been insane, for real. We already did look at Clover earlier in the stream. You put a long-term fundamental threat on Alcoa Corporation. I don't know too much about them. Oh, this is an EV company? I don't really know anything about them. But I do see a potential trade right here. Very weird song. Aluminum metals. Interesting. What is this? Metals. EVs use aluminum to make their cars lighter. Yeah, facts. Did you guys see the Fisker police car? Pretty cool stuff. On ISON, there's just not enough data on the chart. Can't do too much with. Let's check the daily maybe. Yeah, even on the daily, there's more data, but there's just like, you can't really create like a pattern or any divergence. Just too volatile, not enough data if I'm being honest. So that's my thoughts on that. Looking back at futures, pretty much about the same price as the last time I checked. Doge is the same. Bitcoin is up a little bit. Did we not? Oh, so all right, chill. Okay, chill. All right. Calm down. We did look at Fisker for 15 seconds. All right, in the beginning of the stream, I always make sure to look at Fisker. But today, if you were here at the beginning, all I said was nothing happened. So I just moved on. It did nothing today. Like, it really just didn't do much. It closed at 1503 on Friday, and it closed at 1496 today. So it moved 7 cents from Friday to today. So like, nothing really changed at all. You know, it's a long-term trade. It takes patience. You're still holding about 1455. You're technically fine as long as you're about 1455. So there's not much to say. Is Fisker still a good entry? I mean, it depends on, you know, what your capital looks like. Like, you could definitely play other trades by the time that Fisker moves, because who knows when it's going to move. But if you have the extra cash to just throw in a Fisker and just let it sit for weeks to who knows how long, eventually I do think it's going to be at much higher prices. This is why this is a long-term trade. I never said that this was like a short-term trade. This is a very long-term pattern. It's been developing for over a month, and it might not even be finished developing yet. So, yeah, like just like nothing changed today. You know, we kind of gone over this pattern like every single day. And like it's the same exact pattern, same exact situation. Just not too much else to talk about. You can now sleep since we looked at Fisker for more than 15 seconds. It's just like, yeah, I mean, if you want to look into it more, I could just reiterate some points. You want to break back above this green supply line. You don't want your daily MACD to cross over to red and stay red. You want to see the daily momentum start building up again. But technically, as long as you're above 1455, you're fine. You're in Fisker long past when your capital gains tax rate will go down. Yeah, I mean, I'm holding Fisker for a while, so I don't really like. There was a point in which I would stare at the Fisker chart for like an hour every day. But at this point, I already know what I feel like the company's worth personally, in my personal opinion. I have my position in it, and I'm just sitting on the shares. So, yeah. It's probably the last one for tonight, CATB. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do here. Just very crazy candle. You're technically out of support, $3.60. It was your support right here and right here. But I don't really think technicals matter too much on this chart. But yeah, thank you all for coming out to this. All right, we'll do one more. Nano dimension, sure. Up 3% today. So this one's just gone parabolic. This is like the level of demand. That's what a parabolic run means. Like the demand is like increasing by a slope. So look at how many times it's touched this demand line and bounced off of it. And look, even today, it touched the demand line pretty much at like $13, and then it made a 10% move up to like 14.44 at one point. So as long as you hold this like upsloping demand line, it's fine. But just not like a major probability technical wise. I know a lot of people like NNDM fundamentally, so that's like a whole entire different story. Yeah, we got 76 likes. Let's go. I don't know if there's still 4 people who have not hit the like button, but I don't remember the last time we ever got 80 likes on the stream. So if you want to help us get to 80 likes for like the first time in like probably a month or something, hit that like button and let's get to 80 likes. But yeah, hit the like button on your way out if you didn't already. Let's get to 80 likes. And thank you all so much for the support tonight. There we go, 80 likes. Let's get it. Really appreciate all the support. Thank you very much for the 80 likes. And to the 45 people still here. Hope you all have a great night. Hope you trade safely tomorrow. And peace out.
And you say Shot City, Shot City, Shot City.
I'm coming home again. Do you think about me now and then?
Yeah.
Do you think about me now and then? 'Cause I'm coming home again. Home again.
I met this girl when I was 3 years old, and what I love most, she had so much soul. She said, excuse me, little homie, I know you don't know me, but my name is Wendy, and I like to blow trees, and from that point, I never blow her off. Niggas come from out of town, I like to show her off. They like to act tough, she like to tone them off, and make them straighten up their hat, cause she know they soft. And when I grew up, she showed me how to go downtown, and at nighttime, my face lit up, so astounding. I told her, and my heart is where she always be. She never mess with entertainers, cause they always leave. She said it felt like they walked and drove on me. Knew I was gang affiliated, got on TV and told on me. I guess that's why last winter she got so cold on me. She said, yeah, keep making that platinum and gold for me.
Do you think about me now and then? Do you think about me now and then? 'Cause I'm coming home again. Home again. Do you think about me now and then? Do you think about me now and then? Oh, now I'm coming home again. Maybe we could start again.
But if you really cared for her, then you wouldn't to never hit the airport to follow your dreams. Sometimes I still talk to her, but when I talk to her, it always seems like she talking about me. She said you left your kids, and they just like you. They wanna rap and make soul beats just like you, but they just not you. And I just got through talking about what niggas trying to do, just not new. Now everybody got the game figured out all wrong. I guess you never know what you got till it's gone. I guess that's why I'm here and I can't come back home. And guess when I heard that, when I was back home. Every interview I'm representing you, making you proud. Reach for the stars, so if you fall you land on a cloud. Jump in the crowd, sparking lighters, wave them around. If you don't know by now, I'm talking about Chi-Town.
Do you think about me now and then? Do you think about me now and then? Cause I'm coming home again. Me and home again. Maybe do you remember when fireworks at Lake Michigan? Oh, now I'm coming home again. Me and home again. Maybe do you remember when fireworks at Lake Michigan? Oh, now I'm coming home again. Maybe we could start again. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, me and home again. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, me and home again. Maybe we could start again.